about this interview.
Exciting.
Really, really excited. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good evening, whatever time that you get to watch us. I am so delighted about you shine, and just like the name says, you shine. You woman who you're watching, listening, man, you shine and you matter. Your voice matters. So, as
Mhm.
part of celebrating Women's Month, and I mean, it was Mother's Day, it was International Women's Day, so the whole month we thought that we were going to spotlight and highlight female-led businesses in West Lothian because we're in West Lothian now. So we're starting from West Lothian first. And I've got the gorgeous, the dynamic, the amazing. This woman is a powerhouse, honestly. For those who know her, you know that she is a powerhouse. And she can be unassuming as well. You see her and you don't know the load and the weight that she carries. So today we just want to find out a bit more about her, how she manages to balance all the aspects of her life. She's a mom, she's a CEO, she's a founder, she's a hairstylist, a fantastic hairstylist. I mean, she made my hair come back to life. So we're gonna find out about Grace. But just briefly to say that she's a dynamic force in the corporate and creative world, which is a testament to the power of resilience and determination. She's a proud mother of two beautiful children, and
Mhm.
she hails from a background steeped in academic and practical excellence. She holds an MSc in corporate communication. So if you're wondering, how did Gracie get into? Yeah, we'll hear about that. And public affairs from Robert Gordon University. She's also a fantastic singer, music minister who blends her passion for music with a deep seated commitment to her faith and community upliftment. So, we're going to be hearing from my friend, sister, baby. I call her baby as well. Gracie, you are welcome to You
Thank you
Shine.
so much. And thank you,
How,
everyone, for being here.
how are you today? What have you been up to today? Let's start with that. What have you
Oh
been
my
up
goodness, it's been a crazy, crazy day. And because we were planning for this, I just kept saying, "Oh my goodness, I can't be late. I can't be late." Because I know the thing with we Africans is we're always last minute and always so
yeah,
late. So I was like,
yeah,
"I can't be late." And I kept messaging you in between saying,
yeah,
"Oh, I'm excitedly anxious." So I sent to you the last time and
yeah,
never.
yeah,
So it's been a
yeah.
crazy day. Woke up this morning. Um, and then did my usual morning runs. I had my niece with me that I had to babysit because mom was
Yeah.
working. So we went all around together. I had an appointment at the council this morning. I had to
Oh
run
wow.
there at 10 o'clock. And then after that, I had an appointment with a gas man who was setting up something at the new
Oh
business.
Lord.
And then ran back there. And then I had to also help a family member out who was moving. And I had to go help get the keys. Did that
Wow.
and then ran back to the shop and then
Wow.
had her mom, my niece's mom, picking her up and picking up my kids because they've got their activities and then running
Yeah.
home. I got in basically like 15 minutes ago
Oh
and I'm
my
like, I need to log
goodness.
on, I need to log on. Powder on, lipstick on. And I'm
Wow, well done you, and you know what? The funny thing is that people don't know what we go through behind the scenes. I mean,
here.
if you,
Yeah.
if you didn't say all of this now, everybody was like, oh, Grace is she's just a happy beautiful girl who loves to
Oh.
make people happy. But you go through all of this, and we're going to talk about that as part of our conversation today. But let's talk about your journey and what led you to start your business. I know you have different strands of your business, but what led you to start DelaRose and Mommy's Kitchen? I'm so excited
Oh,
about what led you to start these businesses, and
yeah.
how did those names even come about? So that's a double-edged
Mm,
question. So
yeah.
go.
Okay. So DelaRose started about 13 years ago. Before then I was so before more than 13 years ago. So I'm saying 20 about 13 years ago, 11 years ago,
Wow.
2011. So
Wow.
back home in Nigeria before I moved into the UK about
Mhm.
18 years ago, I used to have a salon that I ran, even though I worked side on the side.
Mm.
And then when I moved into the UK, I got jobs and all that. But hairdressing has always been like a passion, because when I was younger, in high school, my mom, who is very entrepreneur,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
introduced me into hairdressing. She was a tailor, and she did all the businesses too, and food and all that stuff. So she was like, "You must have a skill." I'm like, "Why do I have to have a skill? I'm going to go to uni." Blah blah blah. She's like, "I
Exactly.
don't care. You come back from school, you go to that salon next door, and you help them, and you
Mm.
learn how to do hair. You
Mm.
need a skill." So because they did that with all of us, the siblings. So yes, I kept going to that salon, even though in Nigeria, you know how it is. Going to the
Mm.
salon, you're not really, you're not really learning. You're almost like the house
That's
help of
good.
the
Yeah,
salon,
yeah, yeah.
taking waters and all that stuff. Did that, and in the process, learned how to do hair. And I always just,
Mm.
while through I was in uni, I always got extra money from doing people's hair in the hostel and then selling noodles and all that stuff. So I've always had that passion in me to just sell. And
Mm.
so yeah, so when after that, left Nigeria, I came into the UK and I started doing hair on the side, and was also working as a care assistant at that
Mm.
time. And
Yeah.
then I realized that the hair business was bringing in more money, and at some point I had to open a hair business full time.
Really?
And
Mm.
around about then, I just became a mom, and I just lost my mom also. So,
No.
I was just trying to kind of have a focus about life. So that was how DelaRose started, and it's named after my mom because she was called Rosalind. So
Oh,
she's
that's
like
so
my sister,
beautiful.
like, even though she's gone, been almost 12 years now. So yes, so came back from the funeral, and I had a joint business with some other people at that point. So I stopped the joint business and decided to go on my own. And then I started Della Rose, meaning of the rose. So child of the rose, but I took the child
Oh,
out and named it of the rose. So named after mom. And then afterwards, worked in Aberdeen for those 13 for long years, just doing the hairdressing, and then becoming a mom of two kids in the
mhm.
process, and also having all challenges of life. You see us, everyone
Oh,
looking
yep,
good.
yep, yep,
And
yep.
we know that, yes, I'm a Christian, so I'm not going to, shy from this. Marriages are being attacked in many ways
Seriously,
in the world
seriously.
right now. It just looks like, is anyone actually getting it right? And when you see someone who's getting it right, you should give them thumbs up. If you're in your
Mhm.
marriage and you're working hard at it, please keep going, keep
Go
going.
ahead.
They say the
Mm.
grass is never greener on the other side. So keep going, keep fighting.
Mm.
It's because two of you have
Mm.
come together from different perspective, and you're
Yeah,
trying to be one. So
yeah.
patience and resilience, stay there. But well, I had a break marriage at that point, and then started becoming a single mom, and just kept going. And then at some point I'm like, I needed a change of environment, because it just seemed like my life was just Aberdeen was reminding me a lot about my pains. So I
Mm.
decided to move to West Lothian. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be Edinburgh, and in 2019 I had the vision that I wanted to move to Edinburgh and start a food business. So because I've had
Oh,
enough of hair business, so I wrote
yeah.
down my plan. I was looking at it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, wow. And then I wrote down the plans. I started viewing restaurants in Edinburgh and everything. And
Seriously?
then,
Wow.
yeah. And then lockdown happened. And then I'm
Oh.
like, goodness, why is lockdown happening now? But I just said, God, give me a house first. That's where I need to be first. And the kids will get a good school to settle in. So
Mm.
got a house, got this house luckily. And then the kids settled in. And then there was lockdown. We kept going like that.
Mm.
And then, because of lockdown, I just thought, I've never done food business in the UK. It will be hard to just go straight dive
Yeah.
into it. So I'm going to just continue with the hairdressing. And then got a shop in the Livingston Center. It was huge, expensive. In fact, I got a shop first in Edinburgh, and then I had to shuttle from Edinburgh to West Lothian and do school runs and everything. It
That's
just got
okay.
too
Yeah.
then I decided, okay, move closer to home. Got a shop in Livingston Center, huge shop, big dreams, because I have these big dreams and I
I
like
know.
steps. I knew the cost was a lot, but I'm like, I'm going to do this because I just need the awareness that people know that I can do the job out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah.
that, and then we ran that for like 2 years. And then, of course, you know how business is. The lockdown didn't help matters, and
Mm.
then the financial crisis in the world didn't help. So had to like downsize,
Scale
still
down. Yeah, yeah.
downsized the business and still doing the hairdressing. And then last year, I just kept feeling like this food business that I gave you the vision of, why are you not doing it? So I started doing it from home. And I realized even from home, I catered for a couple of weddings, a few more than a couple of
Mm.
weddings last year. And it was just like God was just opening doors for me in that
Yeah.
aspect. And I
Yeah.
just love it. Like sometimes I'll just have my Alexa on and just play music and just cook for hours into 3 a.m. And I
Mm.
was never tired of it. So I just thought, okay, I'll do this. And I know that in West Lothian, we don't really have African takeaways or food
Restaurant. Yeah.
running
Yeah.
around the restaurant. So
Hey.
about it, getting into 2020, 24. And then in January, I just started looking for shops and all that. And luckily, God just provided the right
Hmm.
one in Big Bun on the main street of Big Bun, just
Congratulations.
opposite Excite.
Mhm.
Started setting up, and then we're having our opening next week by the grace of God. So setting that up just now.
Yeah.
DelaRose is still working. Mommy's Kitchen, maybe because I succeeded with DelaRose, naming it after mom. I decided to name it after mom again because she ran restaurant.
Yeah. Mom is truly your inspiration.
I
Yeah.
know she's my inspiration because she was not
Mhm.
educated at all. She didn't go
Mm.
to uni or nothing. But I
Yeah.
saw her grow from zero, from us hawking eggs to
Mm.
us driving driving big cars with
Mhm.
her, her
Mhm.
skills and everything from tailoring to contracting to food business to
Mhm.
supplying food stuff to Nikon Noga in Abuja at that time.
Wow.
I just saw that growth, and we helped in the kitchen, and that helped me to grow in the
Yeah.
food aspect. So yes, the food business came through that, and Mami just means mother, and it's
Yeah.
called Mami's Kitchen, and it just means mother's kitchen. So I'm going to be
Yeah.
cooking some of our recipes in there, and I hope that everyone will come and enjoy that. I talked too
Yeah.
much. I'll let you talk
Yeah.
now.
I can't wait to taste mommy because I mean I've eaten your delicious foods and I
Oh,
know
thank
that
you.
starting mommy's kitchen you would have taken it in a top notch. But
Yeah,
Gracie, what a journey, what a story, and what I love about you is that you are resilient, you are entrepreneurial, obviously from mom's influence on you, you are entrepreneurial. And I know that you said, oh, because you think big. Yes, it is okay to think big. And you know what? You did not just think big, you went for it. And that's
yeah,
what a lot of women hold back on. I mean, there's so many women with amazing dreams, amazing visions, big ideas, but the fear of would it work? It's well done is better than perfect. So you
yeah.
took that bold step. I mean, who goes and opens a salon in the center in Livingston? For
Crazy.
me, yeah, it was crazy. But for me, that was like, you know what, ladies, we can do it.
You can do this, girls.
Do it. And you did it for 2 years. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
So whoever is watching right now, you've got big dreams, you've got great
yeah.
dreams. Let Grace's story, inspire you. I interviewed someone on my radio show this morning, and the guy said something, whenever you're doing anything, just you
Mhm.
can change your strategy at any time. So
Yeah.
you move into moving out of the big
Mhm.
was just a strategy. You needed to just okay, re-strategize, but you're
Yeah.
still there. You haven't stopped and you're still inspiring people, even from your hair salon and teaching
Oh,
people, So I celebrate you. And that's the thing. One of the reasons we're doing this is that women, we work so hard,
yeah.
we juggle so much. We come out smiling, we come out looking pretty, but people don't understand what we need to deal with on a regular basis,
Mhm,
what we go through, we just smile.
mhm.
I mean, there are times that you would have been in DelaRose, you had deep things, but of course, you're not going to share with people
Yeah.
because people are coming to you for hope. You think you're just doing people's hair. No, but you're giving people hope. You're giving people
Yeah.
inspiration. So
Yeah.
I celebrate you. I salute you. I honor you. And thank you for being so vulnerable and just sharing. You
Yeah.
shared you shared such a profound, I like to call them nuggets talking to people who are in marriages, who are even going to go into marriage. Be patient. The grass
Yeah.
is never green on the other side. It takes a courageous woman to do that,
Yeah.
for you to
Yeah.
actually say that. So I can go on and on and on. You know how I feel about it. So
Oh, I love you too.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'm seeing your comments, but I'm shy and anxious, so I can't respond. Thank you, everyone, for being here and writing those comments. Thank you all.
Awesome. All right. So, we've talked about your inspiration, the inspiration behind you creating your business. Mom was a huge influence at that
Yeah.
time. Probably you thought mom was punishing you, but she was coaching you and
Yes.
preparing you for
Yes.
this time. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about challenges. I know you've talked about marriage, so we're not going
Yeah.
to dwell on that now. But
Yeah.
as a business, as a businesswoman, as a
Yeah.
female entrepreneur, you have had to go through different kinds of challenges. Maybe at
Yeah.
a point, you even thought of giving up. So,
Oh,
can you just share some of these challenges? What kept you going? Why did you not say, what, I'm not doing this anymore? Goodbye.
I've said that many times. To be fair.
We do that. I even said it. I said it to a friend yesterday. She sent me something. I was like, don't send me anymore. I give up. I'm not doing it anymore.
I know, I know. Yeah, we say that a lot. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
guess, number one, definitely is God. As I
Mhm.
always say, I don't think I'll be here without God. Just that, God always reminding me that I'll always show up for you. And in
Mm,
times that I've thought that I cannot do this, maybe based on finances, when I just hear God say, "Take this bold step, and I'll walk with you." Like the
yeah.
times that I've had zero in my account and I've taken a project of 2,000 and everyone around me, or 3,000 people around me are like, "You're just crazy. Like, why are you doing this to yourself?" But I
Yeah.
realized that I remember one of the things that really taught me that. I remember the first time when I bought my first car, my first new car. I was using a car that was just about 800 pounds, and then it was just taking a lot of money off me, a lot of money off me.
Mm,
And then I just knew that I needed a car that would be less expensive
yeah.
monthly, even though it would cost a lot at the start. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go for this more expensive car. And I went for it and I paid for it. And I could do it, even though I didn't know
Yes.
how to do it. I guess that's God. So God is my first inspiration, because you will find yourself doing things that you don't think you can do, but He
Yeah.
will, because that's what faith is. Faith is the evidence
Uh-huh.
of things
Uh-huh.
not seen. So you
Uh-huh.
can't see it, but you have to have that faith, and then it becomes an evidence. It becomes reality. So God is
Mhm.
number one. I give Him all glory, and then number two are my kids, because I know that they need
Mm,
to see me as an example. Not just my kids. Like, I've got a lot of kids around me who are like spiritual kids and all that. They need to see an example. They need to know, in this generation where you have a lot of anxiety and kids not wanting to do anything. And one of my friends say kids are always the I kids, because it's the iPad. I. This
I love
generation, this
I love
generation, just being able to be an example to these kids and say that, we're blacks and we're coming from a country where, we're coming to a strange land, basically, and you
it.
can make it here. You don't
Yeah.
need to get a job to work under someone to be paid. You can still
Mhm.
make it. So that's
Mm.
another inspiration. And I tell my kids, you need to have your own skill too. I'm encouraging them in the skills and the giftings that I've seen in them, because I know that will be important in the future. So my kids, and then my friends, my wonderful friends, you, Caitlin, Tash, Stephen, my pastor, a lot of, yeah, me,
Stella,
Stella.
too, she's
I
part of you.
cannot call names of the important people in my life that keep me going. The times that
Mhm.
I'll put on my status, I'm just fed up, and people just come to my DM. You're amazing. Keep going, sis. We've got you. Some
Mm,
people have not
you
even
need
spoken
that.
to the right community, Moni, everyone.
Mm.
I cannot call names. If I've not called your name, you're important, but we've got short time, so I can't call all these names. So
Yeah.
amazing people around me that God have put in my life to inspire me to. Even there are times that some of them will just be like, "We know you're not going to ask for help. Here is help." You know,
Oh,
they just throw themselves in, and I'm just grateful to God. Like, I couldn't be here without any of
mhm,
these people. I
mm.
couldn't be here without you all, everyone watching, and everyone just, out there just buzzing me up. I can't be here without you. So wonderful friends. What
Mhm.
else? what else would I be doing? You know, if I don't know what I'll do. I'm too full of energy. My pastor will say, Grace is not a slow person. You can't, she can't even sing a slow song. She will make it faster all the time. It doesn't. And I'm like, and I get tired of doing the same thing for a long time. So if I
Yeah.
see myself just being on the same spot for
Why
long, I'm
are
like,
we why are we like this? Why
what's
did we
happening?
get
What
bored?
and I, and then I just have to go for it. So, and my
Mm.
family, my brothers, amazing brothers that God have
Yeah,
blessed me with, and
yeah.
so yeah, that those have been my inspirations, and
Praise
I can't do without that.
God. Yeah, amazing. I said praise God. Sorry guys, we're not in church.
No, I'm taking you to church. Hallelujah. Joking.
Gracey just took us to church.
Don't blame me now. It's God.
It's fine. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your inspiration and so key. Our children, not just our children, everybody, the people who look up to you. And I always say these words, when we shine, we give other people the permission to shine as well.
Yeah,
And so when your children see that my mom, as an African woman, is breaking barriers, is breaking stereotypes, and she's
yeah,
showing up big time, I can do it as well,
yeah,
and
yeah,
um I can do it. And then other women like us see that,
yeah,
wow, if Lucy can do it, then I can do it. So that's a huge, source of inspiration for anyone. When you think about your children, when you think about the people that have been placed in your circle of influence, you're like, you know what, even if I want to give up, even for their sake, I can't give up,
yeah,
for their
yeah.
sake,
Mhm.
I just keep going.
Growing.
Someone was telling me this morning that, oh, well, Loho, you are so selfless. I can see that you are in pain, but yet you're still showing up for people. And that's the
Mhm.
kind of woman that you are. Amazing. All right, let's talk about the ways that your business serves or impacts this local community where we are in,
Yeah,
especially ethnic minority groups in West Lothian. How do
yeah.
you ensure, that your business practices and promotes inclusivity and empowerment?
Yeah. So well with the hairdressing side of my business, it started as an Afro hairdresser, and then I gradually grew, I went to school and did courses on being able to do Caucasian hair too. So um Afro hair in the past used to be like so hard to find someone to do, and most of us had bad hair and everything. But
Mhm.
now, it's there. There's an opportunity, and I would say 70% of my clients are Caucasians, and they're doing braids and all these things,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
head, and
Mhm,
they just look beautiful on it because it's not supposed to be stuck on one culture. It's
mhm,
beauty. So
mhm.
anyone can do it if you want to,
Yeah,
not mind
yeah.
what any other person says. So that has been able to impact. And also every day I meet, people one to one. We talk deep. I try to be as confidential as possible with people, and just listen to other people, being able to listen to people, and being able to impact them, and also providing job opportunities,
Yeah,
because
yeah, that's a
Afro
big
hair
one.
the different skill, and they don't even have it yet in the colleges around here in Scotland. One of
Mm.
the things that we're looking into,
So that's
bring
something. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's
bringing
something.
into the system, and in the college, people can actually learn how to do Afro hair.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
because it's growing wild, and
mhm,
it's an opportunity. And the food aspect also, just bringing the culture in for them to taste, Afro food fusion kind of with Scottish food. So it's like in between, and people can get the taste of it because our food tastes nice.
oh yeah, it does.
Scottish
It
food tastes
does.
nice too, but yeah,
It
yeah. So
does.
so
I
yeah, just
just
being able to being
sorry. I
able
just
to educate
Yeah.
people. Some
Mhm.
people will never get the opportunity to travel out of Scotland. I've spoken to some clients who are like in their 60s and they've never left Scotland.
Yeah.
So some people will just have that opportunity because there's Mommy's Kitchen in West Lothian. They will have
Yes, mommy's kitchen to the
so
world.
yeah, being able to do that, and being able to also inspire other women to see that whatever your vision is and your passion is, you can turn it into a business.
Mhm,
You
mhm,
don't and you don't need to start big, because when
mhm,
you ask
mhm,
other
mhm.
questions that we're going to talk about, I'm going to talk
Yeah.
about my experiences from starting big and compared to my experiences from starting small.
No,
So
yeah.
we'll speak about that. So yes, just being able to educate people and include everyone, both
Yeah.
Africans and Caribbeans and the Scottish and the English and everyone into the
Yeah.
culture, and know that we are one because we all
Yes.
bleed the same. Come on.
Oh, I love that. We all bleed the same. Wow, thank you for sharing that. And I
Yeah.
was going to say that I just went to Burundi and I spent 7 days. I came back. I'm like, gosh, I miss Nigerian foods.
That's why your skin is glowing from the sunshine.
Yes, it's still glowing. So, mommy's kitchen, where's my draw soup?
Don't worry, it's coming. Life.
Life. So your work clearly impacts the community here in West Lothian, and that's why it needs to be supported, celebrated, highlighted, so that you can do more. Because I know that with more resources, more finances, more support, you
Yeah.
can do more,
Yeah.
empower more people,
Yeah.
employ more people as well,
Yeah.
So well done, well done, well done. Okay, let's do a fun question now. If if you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why?
Oof. That's a big one. My kids call me the lion sometimes. So they're
Oh,
like, "Mom, number
yeah.
one," especially when I have, for people who know me well, sometimes I like to have big hair. And when it's like blonde, big hair, my kids are like, "Mommy, you actually look like a lion and you're roaring." So
That's
yeah, the kids
funny.
think I'm a lion, but and they think that I've got a gentle side to me too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yes, it's in between. So they know that I'm a strict mom, you know.
Mhm.
Africa, in Africa, we bring up our kids with respect. You have to call everybody auntie, everybody's your
Auntie.
uncle, everybody's grandma. I don't care if you're related.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Mom," I'm like, "Yes, auntie this, auntie that," because we need to work out for each other.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
they feel like
Yeah.
your family, when you see
Yeah.
them in public and they're about to do something bad, come and tell me. and I will deal with them at home. Yeah, of course, there are rules to how we bring up our kids, but they
Mhm.
know culture and they know the movie. Have you watched the new movie on Disney, the new series on Disney?
Oh, oh,
Oh, on Disney.
oh,
What's it
I
called now?
love it. Oh, I can't even remember the name
Where's my
now.
head? For those of us that have not watched it. Someone should remind me. Anyway, I'll remember.
Iwaju.
Yes,
Iwaju
you
or
watch
something.
you,
Yeah.
you watch
Oh,
you,
I love
you watch
it. I
you.
love it.
Amazing. So you can see the culture. You can see the
Yeah.
culture. You can tell
Yeah.
that we're not actually abusing our kids. We're just teaching them how to be resilient. They need to be resilient
Exactly.
because that's one
Exactly.
thing we're lacking these days. They all say, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
depressed." My daughter will say, "Oh, one of her classmates says she's depressed." I'm like, "What do you know to be depressed at 11?
Yeah.
Depressed for what? Come on, get out of that." So so yeah, so
Yeah.
lion, and then I would say I'm a dog too because I'm
You're
a loyal
loyal.
friend. I'm loyal, and if I
Mhm.
feel like even if you don't have my back, I always like to have people's back because I don't think
Mm.
that my actions should not be based on your actions. My
Yeah. Yeah.
reactions should
Yeah.
not be based on your actions. I'm who I
Yeah.
am. I'm loyal to you. And then if you fail me over and over, because I give a lot of opportunities, like the dog will come and hug and be loyal to you, follow you everywhere. At some point, be like, "You're on your own. I'm not going in there with you." I'll get to a point in life where I'll be like, "Okay, no, this needs to end now." But yeah, I'm quite loyal and I'm
Yeah.
fierce.
All
Yeah.
right. So yes, Tess says the tireless lion, the
Oh, I
indefatigable
mean,
lion. Yes,
this
lioness.
English,
I
please. I
love
need
that.
Google. What does that mean?
I love I love that lion had there was someone who answered this question. It was a guy actually, and he talked about being a lion, and that there's this calm about the lion. The
What is
lion
it?
just comes in as the king of the jungle. Everybody
Mm,
just like moves
mm.
away. So yes, you are a lioness. Okay. If if you had one free day, because I know you're so busy, it's too
Mm.
busy,
Oh
sister,
my!
relax, rest.
I'm looking
So
after you.
I'm learning to rest now. If you had an entire day free to yourself from work, from children, from family,
Mm.
what will you do
I like
with
a
that?
spa day, like
Okay.
just go get a massage and just chill and watch, binge watch on anything,
Mm,
anything very
yeah,
interesting.
I'll do
Yeah,
that as
spa day
well.
and then put my feet up because I don't really sleep in the day. So and that's from upbringing. So I
Mm,
would only sleep when it's dark. So in the day would be like a chilled out day, maybe somewhere sunny, have a
mm,
massage and just chill and go shopping. I love
yeah.
shopping.
Okay. So you guys are hearing her. If you want to give her a gift for her birthday, which
Yes,
is coming
so it's
up,
in May.
okay, let's talk serious things. That's okay. It's okay.
Let's be serious now, yeah.
Let's be serious now.
Mhm.
So how do you how do you balance your business? I mean, we're talking about you like taking time out to chill. And when we started this interview, you shared with us all the different things that you had to do before now. So how do you balance the demands of your business, your personal life, your own life, your family, your children? Do you have any strategies that work for you? Do you have any routine that you use to help maintain balance?
Yeah, I think it's a conscious effort because sometimes I get overwhelmed when I have like large bills at the end of the month and I'm like, I need to catch up, I need to catch up, I need to work more to catch up.
Mm,
There's a conscious effort of okay, you need time. So initially
mm.
when I started the DelaRose here in West Lothian, I was working 7 days a week for God knows how many
Wow,
months. And
7 days.
because that was the rule, we had to be open 7 days a week, and I didn't have staff to help.
Oh,
And so yeah, sometimes I'll take the kids along and then and I've got the help of my wonderful sister Caitlin. She's been amazing helping with the kids.
oh, shout out to Caitlin.
Yes, I couldn't do it without her. And then yes, so it's just a conscious effort. Most times I'm just like, okay, you've overdone it now. And then the kids are very vocal. They'll say, Mommy, we've not seen you. So when I start hearing that complaint, I take a halt. I'm like, money is not everything. And then
Mm,
even if we can't travel away, sometimes we just go to Glasgow and just stay there for the weekend or some. Even there was a time we even stayed next to the center. Like we're like, okay, let's leave the house. We get a place near the
you
center.
did that.
Yes, we did that, and then I left them with Caitlin in the hotel and went to work, and then came back. We went swimming, and then we had dinner. So because they understand, they were born into this, so they understand
Mm,
that I have a busy life, and they've
yeah,
been they've been my strength. They've been so good, like, and yeah. So I try to make a conscious effort to make sure that family does not suffer. Sometimes they suffer, I won't lie,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
but it's a
yeah.
learning curve,
It's
and
just
I'm
it's a
hoping that
learning curve, yeah,
yeah,
and just
yeah,
being intentional
yeah,
because
being
I mean, like
intentional
Brandy
about
said, we do have busy lives, especially
yeah,
as women entrepreneurs, so busy life. But it's just being intentional and also, most importantly, carrying everyone along.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you from time have always carried your children along. So it even helps you build your relationships
Yes,
as
yes.
well with the children. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. If there's
Thank
anyone struggling to balance, just
Don't
it's a
worry.
conscious effort. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a conscious effort. And sometimes, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves because we feel like, oh, I'm a bad mom. I mean, oh, there was one time, I
Mhm.
used to miss everything. I used to miss everything, like football,
Mhm.
everything. I'll be telling other parents, please, can you take a photo? Do you understand?
Oh,
And I
yeah,
used to feel like, oh, I'm a bad mom, I'm a bad mom. But it
yeah,
just takes intentionality, and then also having that relationship with the children, with the husband
mhm,
and the spouse, and say, okay, this is where we're at, this is what we're doing. Having
mhm,
that conversation, it does really, really help. Okay.
yes, yeah.
Gracey, where do you see your business in the next 5 years? What steps are you taking to get there?
Mhm. So yeah, um, like the newest business, I've got these big dreams of like having small branches everywhere, all over West
Wow.
Lothian and the surroundings, and
Mhm.
hopefully we would be able to find women who are interested in starting something, but they don't know how to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we can work together. Um,
Wow.
and probably have like what do they call it now? The word left my head.
Franchise? Franchise? Yeah.
Yeah, franchise in different places if you're willing to. In the next 6 months, you can let me know, and then we
I love
can start
it.
that. And also, like, we're not just going to stick to food, we're also going to do like food products and
Mhm.
all that. Big visions, big food
Wow.
products. Hopefully
I
we're
love
going
it.
to, so it'll be easier for you to make your food at home, because UK is a busy place. When you're working back to back, you don't have time,
Mm,
and
tell me
African food
about
is forever. And
it.
for our friends from here too who want to try, they'll have an opportunity to get, the things that they need to actually
Mhm.
create the same taste in their homes. So
Mm,
that's big, big. And they have
wow.
events also. We'll have events.
Yeah.
We'll have event places.
Mhm.
Huge dreams. That, yeah.
I
And
love
with the
it.
hair too, yeah, the hair aspect of things. Because a lot of people are a bit like, oh, I don't want to spend on hair, and it's like a luxury now. A lot of people are broke. The dreams are a
Yeah.
bit narrowed, because this was
Mhm.
the vision was always to have a bigger aspect of the food aspect. But the hair keeps going. And if there's
Okay.
anyone who is interested in running the hair business on our behalf, that's an opportunity for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Just let me know. Let me know. There's an opportunity there, because it's been
Yeah.
created and the clientele is there.
Yes.
And I'm
Yeah.
happy to work with anyone who is interested to work,
Yeah.
because I can't be everywhere, so that
You
we can
can.
build together, and we don't want to just lose that, that
Mm,
opportunity that we have in the community. So big
yeah.
dreams. And then, and musically also, I hope to grow in that, because I do music too on the side. We
Yeah.
all know I sing in church, and I've done albums, and yeah, been able to impact my generation. And the last thing, I'm already planning my retirement plan, even though I'm very young. Yeah,
Wow. I
because
love that.
hairdressing has kind of brought me to know that I love talking to people also, and inspiring people, and just encouraging people, and counseling. So I'm
Yeah.
also looking on the side to go into like therapy and counseling for our local
So
women who
good.
don't feel confident to talk to people, being able to know that we get you. So I'm also on that line. So it's going to be a busy few 5 years, but
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
point, I'm hoping that I'll be able to impact
Yeah.
everyone in the best way I can, and hold
Mhm.
other people along, because I can't do it alone. So if you know
Yeah.
you've got passions, similar passions with me, let's form a team. Come on.
Mm,
Let's do
mm.
this.
What
Yeah.
incredible, incredible, inspiring, big goals, big dreams. But what I love about all of your dreams is that aspect of thinking about people. When you talked about the food, you talked about franchising. That means you want to empower more people. You want
Yeah.
to give um, more women opportunities, to be self-sustaining,
Yeah.
self-sustainable.
Sustained.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
self-sustenance. You know the English. But that is really, really, really profound. And that's one of the reasons why we're highlighting, women like you in the community. I mean, if we're not doing this, not many people will know about all these big dreams, but now
Yeah.
we're putting you on the spotlight so that
Yes.
everybody, yeah. So I salute you. I'll keep saying that. I salute you. I
Thank you
celebrate you.
so much.
And
Thank
thank you
you.
for doing all that you do. Okay, we're going to quickly wrap this up, but let's talk about whatever advice you have for people who are starting up. Obviously, maybe someone is listening right now is like, I really want to start my own entrepreneurial journey. What advice would you give, to such a
Yeah.
person?
So the first advice, especially with people from our culture, is make sure you empower yourself by following the rules. And there are courses that you could do online to make sure you're following the guidelines. Don't just sit at home and say, "Oh, I'm just going to start cooking," or "I'm just going to start doing people's hair." Because if you get caught, it might not be good for you. So make sure that you're following the rules, do the courses you need to do, empower yourself that way, and grow in what you're doing. Start small and
Mm,
grow bigger, or find other people to kind of merge with that are already
mm,
ahead of you, so that you can grow faster.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and
found.
do not, yeah, don't look at yourself like, oh, I can't do this is different. And don't limit your business to Black community, because you live, I always say something, we live in a country where we only probably have, okay, it's increased over the years. I used to say maybe 5%, but now we're probably 20% Africans in the
Yeah,
area. So we live in a country where the majority percentage, are Scottish people and people from the UK and other cultures. So don't
yeah.
limit your business to Africa, because
Mhm.
you cannot get rich that way. So make your business more attractive for everyone. If you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
business or you're doing hair business, make the atmosphere right for everyone.
Mhm,
Make
mhm.
sure that you're meeting the criteria. go to the council and speak about it. And we've got like all the business gateways and all that. They are very supportive. Go there and get all the advice you need, and get a mentor, take your baby steps, and do everything you need to do it according to the books, so you don't get into trouble.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. So, so, so important that we empower ourselves. We're knowledgeable about the business that we want to go to. And I love what you said about starting small. Collaborate if you need to collaborate with other people. We're not meant to do life alone anyway, but then also research is so important as we go to the business gateways. They have lots and lots of information, that they can share with you, and you hit it. Don't just do business for for Africans alone. Integrate into the community and
Mhm.
be inclusive. That's why you are here anyway. If you
Yeah.
wanted to do that, you stay back in your country. All right, Gracie. There's so much that we have heard and learned from you today, and I'm inspired just even hearing your journey as well. And I cannot celebrate you enough. Yeah.
Oh, I
So thank you.
celebrate you too. You're amazing. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for giving this platform and an opportunity for women to be able to be heard. And
Yeah.
thank you for, I know you've done it like over the years and everything, and maybe enough is not said. We just, we thank you for being who you are and being
Mm.
there to inspire us and say, I've got you, I've got you. And we also have you in any way
Aw,
we can help, just
thank
ask,
you.
we'll be there.
Big cry. All right, Gracie, before we wrap up, we know you're a brilliant cook, an amazing hairstylist, a beautiful singer, a fantastic friend. What
Oh,
hidden talents do you have that people don't know?
oh my goodness. Do I have any hidden talent? Hmm. Hmm. Well, recently my kids say I'm a good artist.
Serious?
Because
Wow.
obviously they both of them are good artists. Sometimes they draw and then I look at it and I'm like, wow, that looks like me, or that looks like you, or that looks like this person.
Wow.
And we've been doing it self-taught. And then one day we decided, let's have a competition and let's see
And you
what we
did it.
can do here. And then at the end, my daughter was like, actually, mom, you can draw. So I
Wow.
didn't know I had that. So maybe I would put some more
You
energy.
say that.
It's therapeutic when you sit down
Yeah,
and
it is. It
just
is actually. Yeah.
so it's been there from childhood, and hopefully
Mhm.
it
Okay.
will
That's
it will
good.
grow. Yeah, that's a new
Now
one I
we,
found out
yeah.
recently.
Now we know. There's always a hidden talent somewhere that
Yeah,
just comes out, in situations like that. Amazing stuff. Gracie, just as we wrap up, if you were to start your journey all over again, what three things would you do? What would you do differently?
okay. If I was to start, what would I do? I would
One
start earlier.
thing. Start earlier, okay?
Yeah, I'll start earlier because and not let fear take over, because the first few years
Mm,
in the UK, I just always felt, "Ah, I can't be self-employed. I'm too scared. I can't. How would I pay
mm,
my bills and all that?" And then
mm,
I was just
mm,
hiding in that for years and years before I took
mm,
the step. So start early. If you have a
mhm.
dream, write your vision down, write your dreams down, and go for it.
Yeah,
Don't wait. Go for
yeah.
it. What's the worst that will happen? You fail, and then you start again.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, so I would start earlier, and
Mm,
then another thing, what would I do differently? Yeah, I'll probably make different choices
mm,
of decision making, make different choices of the people you share your vision with, because sometimes people are, yeah. And then what else? What else? I'll save a bit more and I'll enjoy life a bit more. Cause yeah,
I like
at
that.
the start I oversaved. Then at some point, I'm like, oh, I need to travel. And then I would travel. I went to China. I went to, so just being able to create that balance and being able to have a balance. And then I'll have some other kind of investments that are like,
Mm,
I don't need to be there, because most of the
mm.
businesses that I'm into,
Passive
I need to
stream.
be
Yeah,
physically there. So
yeah,
multiple
yeah,
income,
yeah.
especially one that can run without you.
Mhm.
And I don't
Mm,
know how that, I'm still learning that journey on being able to run your business without you, because that's the
yeah,
best place to be.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why the big businesses are making it. This
That's
the
why they
owners,
survive.
the
Yeah,
CEOs are sitting in their house while the money's being made.
money's
So
just
just
being
being
made.
able
Yeah,
to, yeah, just being
yeah,
able to
yeah.
make sure that I set up the business in a way that it can run without me.
Yeah, amazing stuff. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. Start
Yeah.
early, guys, so you have the opportunity now if you haven't started. And
Mhm.
then be careful who you share with. I love that one. And and investment is so key. And something you said, you're still learning. Life is all about evolving, so we keep learning every day. Do you understand? I was on
Mhm.
a group where one woman said, "Oh, I'm was it 60 years old? Can I start my entrepreneurial journey?" Everybody told her, "Yes, you can."
Of course.
We
Yeah.
we have stories of people who started, who are late bloomers, who started and boom, So we're still learning. So even I am still learning passive income. What can I do? So we never ever stop learning. But
Mhm.
I do hope that everyone who's joined us today you have gained one or two things from Gracey. You've learned about her and about her business.
Mhm.
Please keep supporting
Thank you.
female-led businesses in West Lothian. Let's
Thank
let's
you.
let's rise together. Let's lift one
Yeah.
another up and support
Yeah. Thank
one another. So, Gracie, tell people how they can find you. And even as you're saying that, tell us one person you would love to collaborate with, especially as a musician, and why you want to
you.
collaborate with that person. But tell people
Ooh.
you can find me here and here. And
I've
when Mami,
collaborated with you, so by the way, we have a song together. Yeah.
me too,
So you can
actually.
find it on YouTube. What's the
Yeah,
title now? What?
worship medley,
Yeah,
worship
watching.
medley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We collaborated. So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. And it's you can either find me from Gracey Agbana or
Mm.
Gracey as my music page, or Mommy's Kitchen as the food, or DelaRose as the hair one.
I love it.
Or you can come to my church in Whitburn Pentecostal Church. Yeah. So yeah,
Awesome.
you can find me on this spaces. Some of the spaces have a mobile number on it. Like DelaRose has a number that I have all the time. If I don't respond, because sometimes people say you're bad with your phones. Yes,
Oh
that's
yeah,
because
but you're better now though.
I'm getting better. I need to give responsibilities to other people because I'm
Yeah.
carrying two lines and I'm like answering everything at the same time. It's just
Mm.
sometimes a lot. So yes, there's a number there, and if not, just inbox me. We chat and then I exchange with you a contact that we could communicate on or meet
Okay.
up or something. So
Mhm.
yes, what other question did you ask?
Collaborate. Who do you want to collaborate with?
Recently I met Sinach when I went to Nigerian embassy in London
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
my passport like a month ago, and we were like on the queue together. I'm like, "Are you Sinach?"
Are you serious?
So yes, and then we know exchange contacts and everything, and so
Oh, that's
hopefully I'll be able
nice.
to collaborate with her.
Oh,
So
that would be lovely. That
yeah,
would
so
be so good. Let's go
that's
for it.
that's one
Let's go.
close one so
Yeah,
far.
that's
But
close
yeah,
one.
but if you're talking, I love Maverick City. I would
Uh-huh.
love to just be in there and just worship. Maybe I'm
Amazing.
thinking big, but I told you I'm a big
Oh no,
thinker.
no, it's okay to think big. We're thinking big. We're big
Yes,
thinkers.
yes, yes, yes.
We
So
think
yes.
big as we start small and we boom. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
anyone who is around and thinks that our voice will match, please inbox me. I'm happy to collaborate. Anyone, and whether you know the way to go about it or not, we can do this. If you think you've written a song and you just want to feature my voice somehow, please just
Her
message
voice
me.
is so
I love
beautiful.
it. I love it.
All right. Thank you so much, Gracie. Wishing you all the best. And
Oh, thank
you're
you.
launching or you're opening Mommy's Kitchen. Can you tell people where it is exactly, what day,
Okay.
what time, so that we can come and eat some
Yes,
delicious food?
yes. So it's Mommy's Kitchen is in Whitburn on West Main Street, number 94E West Main Street. And it's just opposite the X site where you have the swimming pool and the gym, just directly opposite next to Iceland. If you find
Mhm.
Iceland or Whitburn, then it's easy for you to, we're just next door to that. And then we are planning to open next week. So we'll have like pop-ins from Tuesday to
Okay.
Friday. Anyone can pop in, and then we'll have a grand opening on Saturday where we have we have everyone and it's a proper celebration. So pop in anytime from next week and we'll
Okay.
be there in the mornings. Usually the plan is to be open in the morning, 9 to 1:30, and then we'll shut for a few hours and then open again at 5:30 to 9. So
Okay.
yeah, you can pop in anytime or just message I can tell you where to see me. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Looking forward to the launch and all the best. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, everyone who's joined us. Please, if there are any ladies in West Lothian that you would love to see on You Shine podcast, do let them know to tag us or tag them in our post. And we'll love, 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 love to share their story and their journey. Amazing. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Love you.